Sports, Miami, Florida will be the site for today's matchup. And with that kick, we're underway. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down at the 22. Miller's got the toss, secures the football. The Steelers with a nickel look here on defense. From the gun, Tannehill. Incomplete. Allen was in the vicinity. The running back to keep an eye on today is Lamar Miller.
I like Lamar Miller. Kind of slick, knows how to slither through those holes and get those extra yards. When he's healthy, he's been very productive.
It's an empty backfield for Tannehill this time.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
They face third down after the incomplete pass. The Dolphins come to the line. First down marker is at the 32. The Steelers call a timeout, and we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion. The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
The D-line now shifted into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback.
Tannehill's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. 3rd and 12 to go. And now Tannehill's going to take off. Down the field. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3 and out. The Dolphins will risk it here, going for it on 4th here in the first quarter. The Dolphins come to the line. First down marker is at the 32.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Heaving it down the field. Pass is intercepted. What a rough way to get this game started, getting picked off so early.
Oh, it is a rough way because all these coaches talk about, they overdo it. Oh, don't make a mistake out there. That's all they talk about. Every once in a while, talk about making a play because that's what this league is about.
Bells, the receiver, all the way to the right side. Got a flag down here.
Roethlisberger set, empty backfield. The quarterback He's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
First down at the 33. Cameron Wake brings the quarterback down.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Press coverage all the way. Roethlisberger is going to take it from the gun. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. This is third down. The wide receiver in motion. From the gun. Jumps high and comes down with it. The Steelers will go for it here on fourth down and a short yardage situation. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Bell's got the catch and the first. The Steelers go for it on fourth and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. Fourth and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that fourth down attempt.
The Steelers snap it at the 41. Looking long. And it falls incomplete. Here's a player who basically lives at the Steelers complex. Antonio Brown. He'll outwork everybody.
You said it right. He is the hardest worker on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it shows. That's why he's productive on the field.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield. Out of the gun. Knocked down as he fires it. For this defense, a very good corner in Brent Grimes.
Brent Grimes, he might be small, but he is feisty, he is tough, he is quick, and he can cover guys on the outside. You cannot get enough players on your football team like Brent Grimes. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Partner, I think a lot of us need to get our eyes checked. That looked like an interception.
Man, speak for yourself. Yeah, the play was close, but if there's a tie, just like in baseball, it goes to the receiver. And that time, I think it was a tie.
He's wide open for the grab.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. First and goal. Bell's going to secure. He is in for the touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick. And Matthews is going to start his return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Dolphins are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took it to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
Second and 12. Down the field. Makes the play on his way. And he's in a touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get over and make the catches.
Driving extra point is good. The Steelers set to return the kick. Brown's going to test the coverage here. And that return ends rather quietly, short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down at the 16. Antonio Brown with the catch. First down and 10. Intercepted. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back to the score.
He made it. The Dolphins setting up here for the kickoff. Jones going to run this one out. It out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center. Second and 10. Bell's going to take the handoff now. After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. Miller with the catch. Miller's met at the 37. A timeout charge to the offense. The Steelers have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Roethlisberger with the surge. Dolphins are having a very good day of it offensively, but still, they have not been able to put this game out of reach, Phil.
Well, the defense is struggling. That's why, Jim, and, you know, that's okay. Some days, one side of the football is going to struggle more than the other side. So right now, it's up to the offense to keep being aggressive and keep scoring points.
First down at the 37. Shakes off the hit. Tannehill's on the move. Tannehill's going to slide and avoid the hit.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap. Tannehill's alone in the backfield. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Mitchell clearly coming away with an interception. So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. The Steelers lined up in the nickel.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. The Dolphins will take the snap from the 30. And there's Cameron. Mitchell's there to make the stop.
How about that? We just saw the fly route straight down the field by the receiver. Long throw by the quarterback and a nice completion.
First down here. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
They need to get the play off. The Dolphins are across for the touchdown. Another touchdown early in the second quarter. And Phil, we met with this team and the coaches. Did you have any idea they were going to come out with this kind of start?
No, I didn't, Jim. They're doing a terrific job on the offensive side and scoring those points. I love what they're doing on the defensive side. Hey, when it's not working, you know what you do? You change game plans. That's what I want to see from the defense.
Browns running this one out. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. Roethlisberger from the gun. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. Bell's taken down at the 40.
Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
He reaches up and grabs it. That's another reception. Give him 2. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that? They throw it and think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Darius Hayward-Bay with the catch. Gains 18.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Roethlisberger has now completed 4 in a row. 1st and 10. Puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
1st and goal. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. That touchdown here about halfway through the second quarter is exactly what this team needed, having trailed throughout, now finally getting back into it, Phil.
Yeah, they needed something to happen to get their football team rolling, and that's what they got. That quick score, man, that lifts the spirits of everybody. Let's see if the defense can go out there and do their job now.
The Dolphins are back deep, waiting for the kick return. Miller's going to test the coverage this time. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Dolphins offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
The Dolphins are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 20-14. Midway second quarter. That's dropped by Stills, who couldn't bring it in.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass. Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Second down and 10. Almost intercepted that time.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Blue 10.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Dolphins have it at the 24. And it's batted down.
The Dolphins really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The Dolphins elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. Running back in motion here. The Dolphins have it at the 24. And Matthews is there to catch the ball to have a lot of heat on it. The Steelers' defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think any time on the defensive side, when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 40% on the day. Now first and 10. Tannehill gives it up. And that gains one.
Miller's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 2-minute warning. Tannehill's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. Second and 9. Parker's got it. First down. The football sits at the 42-yard line. The Steelers' defense now is going to go nickel. First and 10. Handoff made. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line. Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. It's second down and 3. Ball is out. A recovery by the defense. Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Bryant's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Here's the long throw by Roethlisberger. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Third down following the incompletion. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation for a gain of about 5.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. First down and 10. Looking to go down the field here. He caught it. The Steelers have to call one right here, and they do. And they are out of timeouts. The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. Here's the first snap after the big play. And Brown brings it in. Second down now.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
Intercepted. Tackles made.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Corners are backing off here. Ryan Tannehill will take it from the gun. Miller's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Let's go now to Danielle Polini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Steelers team official. He was unable to confirm exactly what the injury was, but he did tell me that it is related to the upper body.
The Steelers will come out in the dime.
Red, blue 10, blue 10.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And it's swatted away. And as the first half comes to a close, we'll take a quick break before the beginning of the second half here in South Florida. And we're back now at Sun Life Stadium. The start of the third quarter. The Steelers set to return the kick. With this kick, the second half is underway. Jones will test the coverage. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Steelers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
The Steelers take it from the 23. Roethlisberger going down the field. It's now second down. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. Roethlisberger's back in shotgun formation. And Jones can't hold on that time.
I think, Jim, you know, when you got a close game like this, it's 3rd and long on the offensive side, you got to be smart. You know, don't take a chance. If you take a chance and cause a turnover, then that can turn the game around big time. So I expect the quarterback here to be very conservative with his decision.
And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Steelers take it from the 23. Looking to go deep. What a catch. He's in the clear. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Still, I think the prettiest play in football is anytime you see a deep ball thrown down the field and it's caught for a touchdown. That is awesome stuff.
Ready to step up and send this one down to the end zone. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Dolphins talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
That's a gain of 6.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Dolphins snap it up at the 26. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The Dolphins look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Lamar Miller has the catch. Gains 20. The Dolphins still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Tannehill's led his team on the field today and has posted some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, the offense has been sharp, and I'll say this, in the NFL, if you're trying to make a comeback, the easiest way to do it is to do it with a hot quarterback and an offense that's clicking on all cylinders.
No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. The wide receiver in motion. 2nd down and 5. Williams is taking the handoff. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 36. Gives it to him again. And Williams is marked down after a gain of 9. Hurry up. 2-minute offense.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's shifting to their left.
The Dolphins from the 27. Williams called on once again.
The Dolphins just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Staying with the running game on first down. Wasting no time now for this next play. The Dolphins will take the snap from the 30. And it's knocked down.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
No bump coverage here. Corners backing up. Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
3rd and long.
That's a ball that should have been caught.
Sims is going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. Then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
We're now midway through the 3rd, and with that field goal, they look to take command of this game here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, when you get to this point of the game and it gets near the 3rd quarter, about the middle of it, hey, you just want to be in the lead, put the pressure on the other team, and I think that's what they've done right here.
Roethlisberger's got it in the gun. It's intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Dolphins step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
Miller's ready to run off the screen. Thomas is all over the ball carrier. The Dolphins had an idea of how they wanted to use their running back today, and boy, have they executed. Miller's been a big part of the offense on the ground and through the air.
Yeah, there's nothing like a game plan when it comes together. And that's what's happened right here. They had a plan, and it is working, and that is a sweet feeling for the offensive coordinator. Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
It's Tannehill out of the pistol. The Dolphins snap it at the 26. And intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Steelers with the ball back now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier. We're seeing mistakes start to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game.
Second down, and they must be careful at this point. Press coverage all the way. 2nd and 10. Launching it deep. Clutch catch.
The Steelers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
First down following the long play. And they take him down.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions. Well, the most common thing that most offensive coordinators do in the NFL on third long situations, they're going to call a play where they probably don't think they're going to pick up the first down, but they're looking for field position.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 40. And they get the sack.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
Wants to go deep. Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Dolphins will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
Going to take it the distance. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job. The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to the left.
And here's...
Hey, interesting decision. I think we're going to see more two-point conversions in the league this year than ever before because kicking an extra point from the 15-yard line, it's not a gimme anymore.
Jones got it. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Steelers snap it up at the 26. The ball is jarred loose.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield. Intercepted. He's brought down.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led.
Falcons, Steelers. Coming up on EA Sports, we welcome you to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for today's game.
Well, Phil, we've got a terrific matchup at running back. Two of the most dangerous backs in the NFL about to meet, go toe-to-toe. How do you see it?
Well, you know what? It's not always about the quarterback when you talk about NFL games, and here's a great example of it today. The game of football is still about the most physical team wins, and when you have running backs like this, the more physical team will win.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down at the 20.
Intercepted.
And he's brought to the ground.
Well, it's a bad decision that time by the quarterback, and it results in an interception. When you throw one like that early in the game, it can definitely shake your confidence for the rest of the day.
What a nice spot to begin this drive.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. He is one of the smoothest, most effective running backs in the NFL, Le'Veon Bell.
Who said the Big Ten can't turn out great running backs? I used to hear that statement. Well, you can take that statement and throw it in the trash because Le'Veon Bell is an outstanding running back in the NFL.
And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete.
One player on that defense to keep an eye on today is Tyson Jackson.
Yeah, he had a tremendous year in 2014. He's just so big when you meet him or look at him, and he uses that size to his advantage and makes him a good player along the defensive line.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it. The Steelers need to get to the 11 to pick up a first down.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Roethlisberger is going to take it from the gun. The Steelers turn the ball over on downs.
The Steelers go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Falcons' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go.
It's intercepted. He's brought to a halt. Well, that's a rough way to get the game started, isn't it, Phil? Come out and throw an early pick.
Oh, it is. It's a terrible way to start for the quarterback and everybody involved. But I'll tell you this, I think it was a terrible call. So the quarterback, when the play's not there, throw it away. He took a chance, and that's why it was intercepted.
Roethlisberger's got everybody split out wide. The Steelers have it at the 44. Brown had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Well, when it's third and long early in the game, as a quarterback, as an offense, you just be very careful of this situation and just try not to make a big mistake.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Third down and 10.
Bryant's got it on a pass that had some heat. Roethlisberger's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Trying to beat the play clock. Roethlisberger from the gun. Miller's got it, and a first.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Falcons in kick return formation. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Matt Ryan under center. The Falcons from the 22. Cross to the outside. Falcons will go with the pistol on this play. 2nd and 13. Freeman's handed the football. Taking a look at this offense, at 6'4", one of the biggest threats in the game on the outside is Julio Jones.
Yeah, it's just one of those wide receivers, Jim, that can do everything. He can move all over the field. He can catch the tough passes. He can get open. He can run you over. He can run by you. That's why he makes a lot of money.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. Ryan standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. White's got the catch and the first. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. First down here after the completion. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Going for the home run. The defender able to knock it away. As we take a look at the defense for the first time today, these starters in the secondary will be challenged today in both the passing and running games. Ryan from the gun. Bud Dupree with the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
2 minutes to go, first quarter, 3rd down. The Falcons line up, split backfield. Ryan's back in shotgun formation. One-handed catch.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Ryan connects with Julio Jones on that one. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. He'll take the snap from the gun. Alvin Bud Dupree gets to the quarterback.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
And he's able to find Julio Jones. Playing press coverage to the outside. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Ryan takes it from the gun. The reception. Touchdown, Atlanta. And with the second quarter looming, they've gotten themselves out of the hole with that touchdown.
Yeah, it just gives them confidence, Jim. Everybody, it picks up the defense. Of course, it picks up the offense, and it gives the coaches a whole new way to look at this football game as we get ready to finish off this first quarter.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. And they will not convert here on the two-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. Brown's got a chance to return this one. The Steelers take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
We're back here to start the second quarter. And, partner, when you're in a tight defensive game like this, what does an offense have to do to open this game up?
Well, I think what happens sometimes in situations like this, Jim, you know, the offense, they plan for the game and what they're going to do, but they come out there that first series or two and they go, wow, these guys are better in person than they were on the film. So you've got to adjust physically. I think now that they've adjusted, we'll see if they can make some things happen.
Inside the 50. 3rd and 3. Flip to the outside. And they are in on Bell. The Steelers will go for it here on 4th down and short. Bell's got it on the handoff.
The Steelers that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
Loss of 2 on that play. Takes it from the gun. Brings it into his body.
The Falcons coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on 1st down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's 2nd and short.
2nd and short. Freeman's going to secure the handoff.
Freeman's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Ryan's got it in the gun. Hankerson makes the play. That's another reception, giving him 2. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Hankerson with the grab. And that's a gain of 10.
The Falcons have been awesome today on 1st down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be.
A tackle behind the line.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
3rd down and 3. Man, intercepted. Got a big lane. A foot race to the end zone. The 20. The 10. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
It's good. The Steelers setting up for the kickoff. Ward's going to test the coverage here. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
The Falcons line up in a tight first half. The score's 14-6. First down at the 21. Could have been intercepted.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
The Steelers with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd down and 10. Julio Jones has the catch. And Gay's there to take him down.
The Falcons do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes 3rd down much easier.
Ryan's completion percentage, 60% on the day. On the way, 3rd down. Ryan's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Press coverage all the way. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 6 play.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Devontae Freeman with the reception. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Out of the shotgun formation. Looking across the middle.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Falcons snap it at the 31. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down here.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Ryan from the gun. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
Ryan's alone in the backfield. From the shotgun. And they're all over him for the sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Going for it on 4th down. Ryan takes it from the gun. The Falcons turn the ball over on downs. The Steelers defense probably in shock.
that the offense went for it on 4th and long, and they come up with the stop.
Well, look, I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. You know, I like to talk a lot. That leaves you speechless. You're going to have to answer a lot of questions when this game is over about that decision.
Roethlisberger is going to take it from the gun. Airing it out. Steelers in for the touchdown. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
The Falcons ready to return the kick. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went forward on 4th down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it?
Absolutely.
Marked down at the 47.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
Ryan's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Hankerson makes the play. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. 1st and 10. That'll close the gap.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The point after try is in the books. The Steelers set to return the kick. Brown's got it on the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Falcons defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. 1st down at the 27. To the ground.
The offensive line that time had no idea this cornerback was coming on the blitz. He timed it perfectly, and the speed and the talent to get there, and he gets the sack on the QB.
Coming up, 2nd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He's drilled as he throws. Now looking at 3rd down. From the gun. Ball's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series. The Steelers not punting, going to go for it on 4th down. The Steelers will look to get to the 37 to pick up a 1st down.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. What a catch. Bryant's brought down at the 21. The Steelers call a timeout, their first. Breaking huddle at the 21.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
He's hit as he throws it. second down coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense.
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Third down now. Roethlisberger's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. This would be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
The Steelers put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
4th down and 10, and they're going to go for it. He sends the halfback in motion. Roethlisberger's back in shotgun formation. Looking long. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 20. And he's forced to the ground. The Steelers decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Got it. Screen. That'll do it for the first half here in the Steel City. Back to Pittsburgh after a break for halftime and the start of the 3rd quarter. We are back for the start of the 3rd. Jim Nance and Phil Simms here at Heinz Field. The second half is officially underway. That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Steelers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
Bell's tackled down at the 43. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
Roethlisberger's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. 3rd and 10. In the air and has it.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 40% on the day. That leads us to 2nd down. Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. They motion the receiver around to the other side. The play clock's running down. Touchdown. Steelers put 6 on the board.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Steelers in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. Going to be a penalty here. That ball did not travel 10 yards on the onside kick, which is why the flag came out.
Yeah, it took a funny bounce. They were really unlucky that time. They caught him by surprise, but the fact that it took that little crazy hop kept it from going 10 yards.
Only 35 yards to the end zone. The Steelers defense packs it in now, going with the 46. 2 hands on touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth, and we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. And now here's the toss.
So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
Jones has got a chance for a return. Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Steelers will take the snap from the 35. The reception by Antonio Brown. No one's going to get him now. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. And with that score, they've now
to perfection, and they've got a nice lead here. Let's see if they
Bears, Steelers on EA Sports. We welcome you to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for today's game.
Back in your days when you had to take on a team from the AFC, didn't know them all that well. What was it like as we have this little interconference matchup today?
Well, I thought back in those days, Jim, we were about ready to show them what toughness and hard-hitting was. Today it's a little different. And I'll tell you this NFC team, they are a hard-hitting bunch.
And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. First down at the 20. Langford's going to take the handoff now. Brought down at the 32.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down at the 32. Makes the reception.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, if the big guy's not fast enough, we use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Langford's taking the handoff. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line.
As we take a look at the lineups, Alshon Jeffrey, one player we'll be watching today on the outside.
Absolutely. We're going to watch him. Why? He's a matchup nightmare. He's tall, got good hands. He is tough to cover.
Makes the catch in open space. The football is at the 38. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Toss to the outside. Good for only a yard.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stop him for a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. This next play comes from the 30. Jay Cutler takes a look now from under center. Toss to the outside. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
Now first and 10. They're going to stay on the ground. Thomas is there to take him down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down here after the run. And Carey is able to grab it. Carey's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
The Steelers lined up in the nickel. First and goal. The handoff to Matt Forte. And he's in for the touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that first quarter was up, they found a way to get into the end zone and get that score to take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
Extra point was good. The Bears getting set to kick it away. Brown's going to run this one out. Breaks out of the tackle. Brown taken down. That return's good for about 27. The Bears come out in a dime package. First down at the 24. Going for the deep ball. Makes the play on his way. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown. They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting TD.
Fuller's running this one out. Tackle down right around the 47.
There is nothing like a good return when you talk about special teams. Good blocking, the speed of the returner gets down the field, and after that tackle, now they have good starting field position.
First down at the 47. Got drilled as he throws it. In the secondary, keep an eye today on William Gay out of Louisville.
Yeah, he has proven that, Jim, he's a versatile defensive back, and that's what you need. A guy that's hung around, he's got experience and talent.
Cutler's got it in the gun. Takes the hit, throws. We're early in this one, but already a crucial third and long play coming up.
Oh, these are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
Third down and 10. Got hit on release.
The Bears don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The Bears don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The Bears turn the ball over on downs. The Bears go for it on fourth and long, and it does not work out.
Well, listen, fourth and long, no matter when you go for it, your chances of making it are not very good. And that time it doesn't work. Good job by the defense being alert and knowing the situation.
First down at the 46. Launches it down the field. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've grabbed the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, things have been rough so far, haven't they? It's been fun to watch. Each team is being very competitive and physical, but that's a nice thing to do, to score that touchdown and get a lead here late in the first.
The Bears are ready to return the kick. Fuller's going to test the coverage this time. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Bears found themselves in good position the last time they had the ball, but chose to go for it on fourth down instead of bringing out the field goal unit. And that proved to be costly.
Yeah, they got to remember who they're going against on the defensive side. This defensive coordinator is smart. He knows all these situations, and he guessed right with the offensive coordinator.
Boy, for as well as they drove the ball down the field the last time they had it, only to come up empty on that fourth down stop. How is this offense going to react on this drive?
I don't know. I can tell you from experience, it's demoralizing when you drive the football and you get in scoring territory where it's 3 or 7 and you come away with nothing. It's tough. So you got to pick yourself up and make it happen.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Tackled down after a gain of 2. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Now 3rd and 4 following the run. He's going to get another carry. Langford's tackled down after a gain of 5.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down at the 32. They'll stay on the ground on first down. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down. Langford's handed the football. That's a gain of 6. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. Matt Forte. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Forte's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
The Bears will take the snap from the 45.
The Bears' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
The ball sits at the 12-yard line. The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play. How about that run? Touchdown! And these teams are on level ground again after the touchdown with just about half the second quarter still to play.
You know what's fun about situations like this when teams get tied, to see the strategy and what the coaches have up their sleeve that we haven't seen so far.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. Brown's got it. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Steelers back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again.
Roethlisberger from the gun. Knocked down as he fires it. Second down following that incompletion. Throws the pass. Intercepted! Phil, how about the timeliness of this interception midway through the second quarter?
Jim, anytime you make an interception on the defensive side, that's a good time. No question. A good time for the defense, the football team. Now we'll see if the offense can take advantage of that.
The Bears will line up now. Tie game, second quarter. The scores 14-14.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
He's in the clear. Touchdown! About halfway through the second quarter now, and that touchdown gives them the lead.
Yeah, nothing like a positive drive, just like we saw there, Jim. And it's here midway in the second quarter. They found a way to finally get in the end zone, take the lead. Good job by the offense.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
Robbie Gould ready to kick it.
Jones will test the coverage. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Steelers will look to get set. It's been a close game so far. The score's 21-14. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. First down at the 22. Got a big lane. Going to take it the distance. The 30. The 20. And they are in on Bell.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. First and 10. Very nearly intercepted.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Bears packing the box here. 46 formation. The wide receiver in motion. Second and 10. And Miller fails to make the catch.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Following that incompletion, it sets up third and 10. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. Third and 10. It's on target to Martavis Bryant.
So far, wonderful execution of this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Just a yard out. He'll just barrel ahead here. That's second down coming up. And he'll take over the line. Touchdown.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
Will get it on the toss.
They wanted more excitement, more attention, more decision-making, so second guess in the NFL, and now they're going to have it. This two-point conversion, more teams are going to do it because they don't want to kick the extra point from the 15-yard line.
Fuller's going to start his return. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Bears come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Catch made. And gains maybe 4.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football. Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd down. Fortes shifted out wide to the left as a receiver. Set up screen to Forte.
Well, I guess the quarterback thought the coverage was a little too tight, so he just threw the football completely away from the receiver that time.
The Bears will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Bears will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. The Bears will take the snap from the 25. And it's batted down.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Playing press coverage to the outside. First down at the 25. Going deep. Who has? Makes the grab. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The Steelers getting ready for the kickoff. Fuller's going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Bears ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, I'm saying some words that we can't say on the air. If you think you can get a play off quickly and not use a timeout, you go with a hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback. That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Bears take it from the 38. Jay Cutler with the deep ball. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL, I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
Langford's the receiver on the screen. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Steelers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The coach is going to go for it. Cutler's going to take it from the gun. Down the field. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Steelers' offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
Press coverage all the way. First down at the 35. Room to work. And he's out of bounds.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Roethlisberger set. Empty backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. The late touchdown here in the second quarter gives them a nice lead with the intermission looming, Phil.
Yeah, great job on their side. They got a nice lead, but I just want to give you a little warning now. This is professional football, and those are professionals on the other side, and they will fight back. So be ready to come out here and play the same way in the second half.
The Bears are ready to return the kick. Fuller's got it. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Bears really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on a fourth down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on fourth down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
The second half has officially started, and are we going to see a big-time comeback? They'll take it at the 20. The Steelers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
And pick up about 4.
Bell's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Second and 6. Bell takes it out of the eye. Goldman's the one who brings him to the ground. Quickly to the line. The corner's retreating. 3rd and 2. Here's the quick toss. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The Steelers will use a timeout here early in the second half. The Steelers will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Roethlisberger's lined up, empty backfield. Out of the shotgun. The Steelers turned the ball over on downs.
The Steelers decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off, and of course the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
Really good field position here to start this drive.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Snapping the football from the 28.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Royals got the catch and the first.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
All right, here we go. Play 18. Play 18.
First down and 10.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't lead him, just stick it on him. Quarterback throws it too far in front that time.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Langford's got it on the handoff. That's a gain of only a yard.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
The Bears at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
Touchdown, and they cut into that lead.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
And now here's Forte on the toss. Could have taken the 1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away. Jones is going to run this one out. They bring him to the turf. That return's good for about 16. The Steelers have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart, and you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 35. At what point do you decide to go punt the football?
I think it's quite evident there's no threshold. They're going to go for it no matter what.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Has the reception all alone.
Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
First down at the 24. Bell, right side. A foot race to the end zone. The 30. The 20. They are in on Bell. He's got over 130 rushing yards today.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
First and goal. And it's swatted away.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Second and goal from the 7. And that picks up 3.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
It's third down with 2 minutes to go here at quarter number 3. Third and goal from the 4. Tosses the football. Breaks the plane. Touchdown. And now that we're almost in the 4th and they've just increased their lead,
Could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We've got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing, so I'm not counting this one over by any means.
Toss play. So, put down a touchdown and a two-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said, and got that 2 points.
Fuller's running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Miller's a receiver all the way out to the right. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The Bears will take the snap from the 25.
Kevin White hauls it in. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Cutler's completion percentage, 50% on the day. From the shotgun. Intercepted. Charging ahead. Tackle's made. Heading into the fourth, and this offense just wants to forget about this effort.
Yeah, Jim, that's the best thing you can do. Forget about what you did on that field today. Go back to practice next week. Start over and see if you can just play better in the next game.
The Steelers will blow another timeout now, leaving them with just one for the rest of the game. They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive. First down at the 27. Quick screen to Brown. Gets about 4 yards that time. Now the offense in their hurry up.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting to run up the middle.
And they are in on Bell.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call. Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
He'll throw it over the middle. It's intercepted! Late in the third, and will this be the spark that somehow inspires the offense to get back into the game?
It could, Jim. I'll say this. For the offense, have a sense of urgency. This is it. You need to score after that turnover to get back in this game.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Langford's got it. Screenplay. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Langford's the receiver on the screen. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Final quarter underway now with this snap. And that'll be a gain of about 2. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's second down and 8 following the completion. Royals there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now.
First down at the 46. Looking wrong. One-handed grab. The Bears still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Cutler's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance.
Man, intercepted! This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the fourth quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, but it's not going well, and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
First down at the 20. Browns taking it on the screen.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You can go deep down the middle where neither the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
Second down after the incompletion. Roethlisberger set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Bryant's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
They're in the hurry-up mode.
First down at the 50. Heaving it down the field. It's incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This guy has a strong arm. That time he just sails the football way past the receiver deep down the field.
And now they'll try over again on second down.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Brown's going to pull in the bullet pass. Inside the 30 at the 29. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Has it. Touchdown. That touchdown, Phil, halfway through the fourth quarter may have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just awful.
The Bears are ready to return the kick.
Perry's going to test the coverage this time. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Bears offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go.
Bud Dupree with the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback, too.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Taken down and sacked again.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Cutler set. Empty backfield. Out of the gun. Down the field. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3-and-out.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Langford split out wide on the left. Jay Cutler from the shotgun.
Ball's picked off.
That brings the play to an end. It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game, as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
First down at the 35. Here's the long throw by Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete.
Bryant's unable to bring that pass in, Jim. He just took his eyes off the football. And when you do that, it's usually going to result in a drop. And those things happen. It's not a perfect game. You got to overcome adversity. I think this guy will do it. Next time it comes his way, he'll make the catch.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 35.
Looking to go down the field here.
That's an interception. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. Not a whole lot has gone their way today, partner, but at least they can say we didn't quit in the fourth quarter and made a play coming up with an interception.
Well, you'd like to think, Jim, that you could just take that for granted that they won't quit. You know, that always amazes me. Oh, the team lost, but they play hard. Well, don't we expect them to play hard? You're good players. You're in the pros. You get paid a lot of money. You should play hard all the time.
First down at the 20. Langford's got it on the screen. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. Second down coming up. Langford's out there to receive the screen pass. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
The Bears snap it at the 36. Looking to go deep. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. Second down following that incompletion. Cutler's back in shotgun formation. Launching it deep. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion. The Bears at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Cutler steps back into the gun. Bennett's got it on a pass that had some heat. It's first down as they head to the line. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Wants to go deep. Touchdown, Chicago. White's second touchdown of the game.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for them, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
The Steelers back onto the field. Of course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play? No one's going to get him now. Now at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's in
for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the two-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
And they come up empty on the onside kick attempt. The Bears head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation.
But it's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
This will be second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Jay Cutler from the shotgun. Going for the home run. Pass is intercepted. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. That will be one solemn locker room, Phil Simms, in the aftermath of this game. And the last thing they may remember is this interception to boot.
Yeah, Jim, when this game is over, they're going to go in there. You want to shower, get dressed, and get out. You don't even want to talk about the game. You say as little as possible, and you wait to go back to practice next week. Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. The Bears defense lined up in a 4-6 formation. That ball has been picked off. At least this defense is going to have one positive to look back on from this game with the late interception.
That's how it should always be, man. Just go out there and do your best. That's all you can expect to do. Sometimes you do play sports. The other team is better. They were better than you today, but you showed them you're willing to fight the whole 60 minutes. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
It's out of bounds, incomplete. What a shootout it was, and what a great way to finish off the game with a victory like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to figure out if it's a shootout or just a lot of really awful defense, but a lot of scoring, pretty exciting, and a good victory for the team.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.